Do Adelaide play either Central Coast or Wellington?
What's that?
Do we play either of these? I think we play one of them. As in Adelaide,
I think you were talking about finals. I'm like, we are playing neither one in finals.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What? Did they score again?
Mikhail Docker.
Oh my god, man. This is twice in the week.
So does that put them level?
They're level and ahead now because they've got the extra win. Because,
oh yeah, I
we've got,
forgot, yeah.
The lovely...
The quirks of football in this country.
Quirks.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! That's another one for my Bridget. It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. Hello and welcome to round 6 of the men's REA NPL South Australia here between Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United Youth. Two teams at the bottom of the table for the time being, but 3 points is absolutely huge today. I'm your commentator, Seb O'Neill, joined by Antonis Baconis. Antonis, the smell's lovely, and it's your two things that you love the most, Adelaide United and being Greek.
It's funny because it's a repeat moment from a couple of weeks ago, Seb, over here at Olympic on the scaffold with these beautiful smells behind us. And as you said, two sides that really do need their wins. I'm also an Adelaide Olympic junior from about a decade ago, so foot in both camps today. I will see how today goes.
Starting lineups coming up on your screen now, although slightly incorrect. So we'll go through them ourselves. Don't pay attention to those. Starting with Adelaide Olympic, number 3, Rusko Luic coming in alongside Andrew Marveggio, the number 5, as well as T-Boy Kamara, number 7, number 9, Marco Mahahawenemana, number 10, Abi Molas, number 14, Binyam Kebede, number 15, their captain James Polly, number 16, Alessio Benvenuto, number 17, goalkeeper Gianni Tremontin, number 20, Marco Toriani, and number 44, Vinko Stanisic with head coach Christy Vangeli. 4 changes from last week, Antonis, including their goalkeeper Cosmo Groff now on the bench in place of him is Gianni Tremontin. see any reason behind that one?
I think it's more of a case of 2 new goalkeepers coming to the club. They're fighting out for the #1 spot. So I think it's far from decided yet. We've seen both of them this year. And every game, Christy Van Gele goes closer to picking his starting goalkeeper. But a big opportunity today for Gianni Tramontan, who, unlike Cosmo, has been a starting goalkeeper in this league. But obviously Cosmo Groff was here and started for a reason. He's got a very bright future ahead of him.
No Nathan Owan Soitarkani after being sent off last week against Modbury Jets, and Liam Overall, the 3 players missing. And then, as we said, Luic, Marveggio and Molas, as well as Tremonton, coming in for Olympic there. Going over to the away side of Adelaide Olympic, 5 changes from last week's loss to Metro Stars. Number 7, Austin Ayubi making his NPL debut for Adelaide United. Number 23, Luke Dizelle, who also comes in. Number 36, Panache Madana. Number 42, Henry Litch. Number 43, Giuseppe Bovalina with the captain's armband for tonight. Number 44, Ryan White. Number 52, Satiri Phyllis. Number 59, Cameron Harris. Number 60, their goalkeeper, Oscar Page. Number 62, Fabian Taladera. And number 74, Yaya Dukuli with head coach Ayrton Andrioli. As both teams start to come out alongside our refereeing staff are Rosario Iacobini and assistant referees Thomas Temby and Ethan McCormick. As we said, those 5 changes to the Adelaide United starting lineup. Jean-Paul Mbembe, their regular captain, on the bench, as well as Jake Porter. But seeing a few of those A-League players like Austin Ayubi, Luke Duzelle and Giuseppe Bovalina come into the starting lineup, Antonis.
Yeah, like you said, another team full of changes. For different reasons, the changes. Olympics more bringing players in to resemble the best starting lineup. Meanwhile, with Adelaide United, obviously when this is the senior NPL team, but it's not the senior team in the program. And when you have a senior team above you, the A-League team, they kind of dictate who comes in and out. And we're seeing players again, like an Austin Ayubi, like a Giuseppe Bovalina, that haven't been playing recently, come in here to get minutes. And while their quality is undoubted, it can throw you off a little bit as a side, which was evident last week against Metro Stars for Adelaide United. And, of course, Giuseppe Bovalina, the captain today for Adelaide United, being, I guess, an A-League player these days. And James Polly coming up alongside him. The regular captain for Olympic wasn't the captain last time we were here. Olympic had all their captains out, it seemed, that day. But it's great to see they've regained a couple of these experienced players.
They've lost Jay Barnett, Johnny Yule, Musa Torre for this week. A few big guns in there, especially the likes of their top goal scorer, Musa Torre, so far this season, and Johnny Yule, which, to be fair, deserving to be a part of that. But again, as you said, probably disappointing for the NPL side that they can't have those. It's almost a curse to succeed at this level when you're playing for the youth team.
Yeah, it's a couple of those players are in between 2 worlds right now, trying to make it in the A-League while also getting minutes here. But it's part of the football landscape, you know, and you impress here, you get your opportunity. A lot of these players cut their teeth over here, they broke into this team. It's where it all starts when you come back from minutes. Someone like Panache Madana has been here all NPL season. So everyone's on a different journey as we're looking how the teams are lining up. A really young backline for United. It looks like Giuseppe Bovalina is going to be in the right back slot. Satiri Phyllis and Henry Lynch are in centre back alongside each other. And Cam Harris, is at left back. He's starting senior debut for Adelaide United. The usual reserve left back is getting his debut tonight. And the 2 usual fullbacks for the reserve side are playing alongside each other today. So you see, despite all that quality that Adelaide United does possess on the field with A-League players, a couple of these boys have to come in from the reserve side as well.
Kickoff here now at Apex Football Stadium. At the start of this match, both of these teams are second and bottom, but at least a point will move them up to at least 10th, possibly even 7th place. So a big 3 points on offer here between Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United Youth.
Yeah, so both teams looking for the second win of the season. Adelaide United had that one against Croydon with a lot of A-League players involved. And Olympic had that win away to Adelaide, Croatia with that Nathan Owen corner. And as you mentioned, no Owen today, played in the reserves game. But yeah, each side looking for their second win of the season.
Ball with the Adelaide Olympic back line. Bovalina. Madana. White. On that far side, Adelaide United will try and get forward now. Free kick.
Positive start for Harris there at left back. Confident run. Wins a free kick. Will do his confidence a world of good. And up against him on that wing is RD Molas, back from that rib injury last week. He's obviously another player that's come through this FSA/Adelaide United system at Adelaide Olympic these days. The number 10 who challenges for the ball here.
Go all the way back with Henry Lynch and now Oscar Page. Giuseppe Bovalina looking for the ball over the top to Austin Ayubi. Gets past Toriani for the first time. Only takes him out to the wing where he'll get it back to Panache Madana. Duzel. Over the top ball from Duzel looking for Austin Ayubi, but Gianni Tremonton out to collect quite easily.
Yeah, very big luxury for Adelaide United to be able to have a player from last year's Team of the Year in the NPL, Austin Ayubi, today. Not involved with the A-League squad at the moment. And again, like we said, this is a stage to impress Carl Vieth. Oh, yes.
Phyllis. Bovalina. Has Ayubi as the option against Toriani. Toriani happy to let it go out for the corner.
And this is the interesting thing now with someone like Giuseppe Bovalina, because the last time he was in the NPL squad, he was just the fullback that was going up and down, receiving the ball, getting balls from the set piece. Now he's here, he's the leader. He is the A-League player that's coming down, so it's a completely different mentality for a player like that.
Yaya Ducouli, another one of those returning to Adelaide United. Was a part of the youth setup, played senior minutes, then went over with Mohamed Touré, the now Socceroon, to play for Stade de Reims in France, mainly their reserve side. Now back home, getting his minutes up in the NPL. Ayubi looking for Dizel. T-Boy Kamara pounces. Of course, at the time held the record for the youngest Adelaide United player, youngest A-League player to have a debut. Now playing in a way against his former side once again.
And he's been in the shoes of a lot of those boys on the field today. About a decade ago, as a young South Australian boy cracking into the A-League setup. So he knows all too well what they're going through. Of course, it is a different world today than it was a decade ago. But a very similar experience.
Bovalina. Ayubi. Couldn't find the teammate. Polly. We'll be back with Stanisic. Played across the back line with Toriani. Cameron Harris just getting in the way there. Yaya Ducouli trying to win back the ball.
That's Henry Lynch on the other, next to Cam Harris on the left centre back, usually a full back. One of the few first team appearances he has had, usually off the bench, but it's great to see him start today, a real big opportunity. Obviously, his brother Fergus was in the team in the final series last year for the side that won the championship. Adelaide City now. He's in the crowd today watching his brother play for the senior team like he was last year.
Bovalina heads into the box. Only cleared away for the feet. Then Madonna to finish. getting his first NPL goal for the season, 6 minutes in.
Yeah, and they really quality finish there. It's a tough angle for a right footer to be able to finish in that corner, but really well done. And you'd think a couple of weeks ago he should have got that goal, but Yaya Dakuli finished on the line, so gets his long-awaited goal today. And as you mentioned, Seb, he is a player that's here building up his minutes. We know his quality. We know he's played in the A-League. And this is how you get your confidence up, how you get your minutes up. And a finish like that, so you get your coach's attention as well.
Gianni Tremonton initially saving with his feet, but the pure pace of Panache Madana and the finish, as you said, was a bit too much to handle. Ayubi over the top, was offside.
Yeah, and no keepers touching that one. Well, when he placed it there, that's exactly where your coaches tell you to place that ball. Also in this play, just before the offside play, Fabian Taladera got a touch, and a big congratulations to him for signing his scholarship deal with Adelaide United.
Olympic putting in some heavy challenges there and getting the ball through Kabede. T-Boy Kamara will go all the way back from White. Austin Ayubi. Taladera looking for Dukuli out on the wing. Bit too much on the touch to try and bring it down.
And I think, Seb, we're going to see a bit of a scrappy game, not because each team will be at the heels of the other team, but because both sides of these sets of players haven't played a lot of games with each other for different reasons. Olympic has had all these injuries and they start regaining players back, while Adelaide United, we spoke about their case and players being promoted and demoted all the time from the A-League team.
Adelaide Olympic throw in. Marveggio. Olympic have it down the wing, putting the ball in. And for it to go out for an Adelaide United goal kick.
Just got to be cautious as well, Adelaide United, because they have had strong starts before, but we've seen them come tumbling down very quickly. The Modbury game comes to mind when Ryan White scored within the first minute, and then they went on to concede, I believe it was 4 goals. Just got to be wary of Olympic.
Ayubi tries to get the touch on for Yaya Dukuli. All the way back to Tremonton. As we say, coming back into the starting 11 in place of Cosmo Groff. Molas looking for the ball forward to Kamara. Offside.
And you can see Arby Molas drift in there, and I guess that's one of the positives, having a player like him who can play out wide, can play in defence, can play in the midfield. You can kind of throw the opposition off with where you place him, and no one tracked him there in the middle from United. He was able to play that ball, and just offside was T-Boy Kamara there.
Another heavy challenge, too heavy for the referee's liking. And a free kick for the Reds.
Second foul on Cam Harris, who is doing himself justice in his first few minutes. A couple of positive runs, a couple of fouls won.
Stanisic has to make a decision here. Loses out to Ayubi. Has Madana in close contact. Does get it to him eventually. Duzel. Back with Madana. Gets it into the box, looking for Bovalina. Adelaide United corner.
See, very similar to a couple of weeks ago, Seb, against Campbelltown, how Olympics standing off and trying to make life hard, but it's very hard to do them when you're already a goal down.
Duzel. Dukuli on the edge of the box, tries his luck. Too wide.
Placed it wide there, Dukuli, but can't afford him that much space because he's not going to constantly place it over there. It's got to be a bit more cautious with those short corners, Olympic.
Tremontin getting the ball forward. Referee plays on. Ayubi. Madana. Duzel. Madana and Duzel having interplay there. Possible foul from Ayubi. And he's conceded for the free kick to Olympic. As we said earlier, we're early in the season, but a big 3 points possibly on offer today for either of these sides, although a majority of fixtures between these sides have actually been draws. 8 draws in their 17 competitive fixtures.
And in recent years, this has actually been a relegation battle. I guess even though each side has survived every time, it feels like we find ourselves in situations like this multiple times early in the season.
Ball comes in for Ayubi. Just wide of the left post.
And you don't want to be conceding that goal 12 minutes in and going 2 goals down, because already becomes a huge mountain to climb there, Seb. Just living dangerously a little bit there. But going back to that, it has been real tight matches between these two sides. And I think the draws reflect the fact, like I told you, it has been often battles against two struggling teams. So that often means tight, cagey matches.
Last season's these sides playing out a 3-0 win in favour of Adelaide United. We're now Sydney FC player in Nathan Amanatidis getting on the score sheet alongside Luke Duzel and Jake Porter in today's lineup. And a 2-2 draw later on in the season where Jake Porter and Giuseppe Bovalina scoring for United, and Cooper Mullins getting one of those for Olympic as well.
Like I said, there's a lot of draws, but when a team wins these games against two struggling sides, you often get a big boost of confidence moving forward.
It's a good ball into the centre. Bounce unkindly for any red to get onto it. Ball looking forward, Kamara, I think, might have been offside. White. Bovalina. Gets to Ayubi, I think was looking for Panache Madana initially, but they'll take this opportunity. Ayubi with a good ball into the centre. Only bounces upwards. Taladera does the touchdown. Luke Duzel. Might look to go from range. Not enough on it to really trouble Gianni Tremontin. Abi Molas with the handball.
And just on a different topic, Seb, just looking at the two benches, when it comes just to staff by itself, Olympics looks very light tonight. I don't know if maybe a few are absent, but I don't know, it looks incredibly light tonight at Olympic. Just a couple of people alongside Christy Vangeli on the Olympics bench tonight.
United throw. Austin Ayubi managing to make his way through. Ayubi with the strength. Taladera looking from range. Good save from Tremontin just to keep that out for a second. Luic launches forward only into the path of Ryan White. Dukuli now. Ayubi. Giuseppe Bovalina. Trying to make his way past Marveggio. White. The ball in will get to Giselle. Has Dukuli as the option on the wing. Will take it. Will the ball just stay in? Does so. Cleared away by Toriani. Only for the time being, however, Luke Giselle back in possession of the football. Madana perhaps just waiting for the ball to come to him rather than going towards it. It gets down. Kabede. Olympic corner.
And you could see there for a good couple of minutes, Adelaide United camping in that Olympic half, really pinning them back into their own box. But when you turn it over, that's the threat there. The counter-attack can be very swift and dangerous, and Olympic get a corner out of it. But a game that's only a 0-0 can switch that quickly.
Adelaide Olympic would love to get on the score sheet early. Headed away for now. Touchdown on the edge of the box. Giselle only clears upwards. Kamara's there. Cleared away by the Adelaide United defence.
Creating their own problems there. Adelaide United in the box with that miscued clearance, Seb.
Stanisic. Toriani. Page. Looks to go straight up to the top, but no one was there for United.
That's the issue when you're missing a Stam or a Toure, you don't have that focal point.
And they do have one of those to possibly come off the bench as the header comes in. Riley Stam, the number 77, signed this season from Para Hills Knights. Top goal scorer in State League 1.
And even we've seen Jake Porter play that role before, but I guess with Austin Ayubi dropping down, he's occupied it. But it is a different role for him as well from the past season or so, because we've seen him primarily on the wing. We know he can play in the midfield, but he's playing more of that, I guess, false nine role. But he's done it pretty well so far today. He's shown real strength in a couple of challenges around the box to keep his feet.
Headed onwards by Kamara. Olympic throw.
I guess it just takes away from that aerial game that you can have when you have one out-and-out striker up there.
We'll get that throw again, Olympic. The long throw into the box, headed away. Comes in low. Cleared away by Harris. Only for the time being. Page easily jumps to collect.
Sev, I wish the microphones had smell sensors, because the meat's back on the barbecue and it's making us very hungry. Yeah.
Lovely turn by Panache Madana. Giselle looking for the ball over the top to Giuseppe Bovalina. Puts the ball in. Perhaps a bit scuffed, but they'll take the corner.
And you can see Panache Madana getting that confidence back in a sea of players to attempt that turn. Takes a bit of confidence, and after that goal and that assist a couple of weeks ago, you can see he's starting to regain, and with the minutes he's getting after that injury that kept him out for a couple of months.
He'll will be Madonna to take the corner. DeCooley, sorry. Goes short to Dizelle. Crossing the ball in on the right foot. With the back line of Adelaide United now. Always looking to head forward.
You can see Ayubi dropping there and Taladera occupying that role.
Bovalina makes his way into the box. DeCooley having switched sides now on the right wing. Into the box. Ayubi doesn't look to try yet on his left foot. Gets away with it. Dizelle. A real battle for the ball there. Concedes the foul, however.
Yeah, he initially did well, but then started using his hands after he lost some territory. And an easy decision for the referee there to award the foul to Olympic. He gets some reprieve, but it feels like deja vu. We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Reprieve's not enough for them after going a goal down. They need to start showing their teeth. They need to start attacking a little bit and not leaving it late. Against a side that can be vulnerable.
Poor pass to Ayubi. DeCooley has Taladera in the middle. DeCooley decides to go himself. Bovalina puts the ball in off the chest of Stanisic for the corner.
And just back to that, Seb, again, no disrespect to the Adelaide United backline today, but they know Campbelltown City from a couple of weeks ago. A couple of these boys play reserves week in, week out, really talented young players, but without this experience. So you'd think that Olympic would be a bit more keen to exploit that.
Corner comes in swinging, at the back post, headed in. Goal kick.
And even someone like Sotiri Phillips, like got this said, that has been a mainstay for Adelaide United in the senior side this year. But before this year, majority of the time he's been in the reserve side. So Olympics definitely in this, but they need to start showing a bit more impetus to get on the scoreboard.
Tremonton launching the ball forward. T-Boy Kamara is going to fight for it. Olympic with it. Molas. Polly. DeCooley now on the counter-attack. Has an option in. Austin Ayubi now on the wing. Ball comes in. Madana.
Fantastic delivery. Just could not make the contact he wanted there, Panache Madana, who was very close to having his second.
Olympic slowly getting a bit more into this game now. Commentators curse there, straight to Ayubi, and then Ayubi mispassing that one.
It's a bit what I was saying before about this being a bit hard on the eyes on times, but again, when one side has 4 changes, the other one has 5 changes, it's understandable in the context of their seasons as well.
They'll start again all the way with Tremonton. Playing it back into his own half there was Dizelle. Kibede. T-Boy Kamara offside once again.
Yeah, they've gotten the better of him, the offside trap of Adelaide United at the back a couple of times, T-Boy Kamara. We just have to... I think we have a stoppage because Tremonton needs his shoelaces tied and can't really do that with the gloves on. So temporary stoppage, but we'll be back onto things. But that's what I'm saying about that high line of Adelaide United. T-Boy Kamara is going to have to contend with that. So either playing ahead of that or asking for the ball even earlier. But these days he's an experienced player, so I'm sure he will be able to direct his teammates with how he wants to adjust in this game. As we get back underway.
On the wing now. Ryan White with the ball. Olympic now looking to get forward. Kamara offside once again.
And frustrated there. He looks with himself because that was the perfect ball over, but he was gone just way too early.
Bovalina. Zakuli. Stanisic. Launching almost directly to us. You ready to catch it?
I was hoping for a touch this, I'm not going to lie. And if we were on the floor below, we would have gotten it. But what did you do? We're at the top floor tonight.
Lynch launching forward. Won't be kept in, however.
Bit too much. And you can see early in this game, Adelaide United is confident on the ball. That one went long, but usually we know they like to play short. But with a young side like that, mistakes are bound to creep in, and Olympic will have to be ready to pounce on them. And when they pounce on them, they have to make sure they take full advantage. We've seen a couple of offsides. They can't keep squandering their chances like that, Olympic.
Handball committed there and a free kick for Adelaide United. This free kick to come in from United. Delivered well. Corner.
Yeah, really good area that was delivered in and nearly reached the head of Giuseppe Bovalina. We know how deadly he can be on set-piece situations. But yeah, another corner for Adelaide United in this specific corner with Yaya Dakuli. It's happened a couple of times today, and United's looking to take full advantage of that once again.
Cooley on the corner. Delivered him well, header.
I think that was a shout from T-Boy Kamara. How's he free? And Satiri Phyllis probably didn't expect to be that free, and disappointed with himself that it's gone that high, because really when you receive a ball in that area, that should be 2-0 right there.
Well done there. Given away poorly for the throw.
Struggling to clear their own lines, Olympic. There wasn't extreme pressure, but ball's back with United.
White. Bovalina. Duzel. The former Western United player getting fouled there.
Yep, and his former side got their new home today in Tarneed, the men's side. Played their first game, got a win there. But, yeah.
Having to fight back for it as well.
Confident that he signed a 3-year deal, if I'm not wrong, Luke Dizel late last year. So, by the end of that, he'll be associated definitely with Adelaide United, not his former side. As him, and as he stays over, he will be delivering it once again. It looks like the Coolies on corner duty instead.
Dizel on the right foot, delivering low. And they'll get another corner, you would presume to be taken by Yaya.
He's there already. Again, Olympics having to absorb a lot of pressure, and it's not ideal when you're already a goal down.
Corner comes in. Tremonton catches quite easily. Can Olympic do something with this now as they try to get forward?
Great ball by Benvenuto, but offside again. And just momentarily, we know there's been a ton of offsides here, and Olympic need to control that better. But it was a nice looking ball by Benvenuto, and it's great to see him on the pitch again. Was off injured early last week against the Modbury Jets, so it's great to see him back or starting in the lineup against Dan. It was nothing serious.
A flicked on header. Olympic throw. The throw-in gets into the box. Malveggio just putting the ball into the area, asking the question.
It's a corner. I'm not sure why that wasn't dealt with. It was pretty clear that it came with an Adelaide United body, but just switched off there a little bit, and it's allowed Olympic to have a corner, which will be taken on that near side rather.
In swinging, cleared only upwards. Lovely touch there. Clear shirt pull.
Yeah, Benvenuto booked, and the referee had that card out before he even blew for the foul.
To be fair to Ayubi, he was still running while he was...
But credit to him today, because there's been a couple of times where he could have gone down and he's kept his feet. You can see that he's keen to stay on his feet and press, because his goal is the A-League side, and you need to be on your feet to get there.
Ayubi turning once again. Madana. Him and Yaya Dukuli having switched swings now. T-Boy Kamara.
Breakthrough.
Giselle. Good ball to Ayubi. Faking once. Dukuli. Dukuri just flipping the ball in.
Lovely interchange there with Ayubi and Dukuli, but just not enough on that header to really trouble Tremonton.
T-Boy Kamara still battling. No foul, says the referee. Adelaide United happy to play on and go on the counter. Instead, they'll slow play down once again. Taladera. Pass just lacking a little bit. Poor giveaway from Tremonton. Just under 10 minutes until the halftime break. In a position where Adelaide Olympic probably won't like. Whereas United, as Giuseppe Bovalina has a bit of an audacious shot.
Yeah, don't see many fullback shoot from there with a weak foot, but he is confident. You don't blame him after his last 6 months with the NPL title, A-League debut, getting an A-League goal, and being a mainstay for those first few months of the A-League season. But yeah, going back to Olympic, Sev, they won't like their position, but they need to be a bit more proactive about changing it. Because despite the fact that they're a goal down, they haven't done much to trouble United. Foul picked up there, I'm pretty sure, which would give Olympic a chance to deliver in the box. And just reiterating on my point before, this is a very young Adelaide United backline. The experienced player Giuseppe Bovalina. So you'd expect Olympic to put them under some duress, which they haven't done so consistently yet in this matchup, and we are 8 minutes away from half time. So they've got to get a hurry on.
Ball, free kick, delivered in. Just trying to make its way out of the box, but still bouncing.
Same thing as before. That's a straight away a yellow card for Andrew Marveggio there. It's a repeat of what happened before with Benvenuto and Ayubi. The two easiest decisions the referee will have to make tonight. And once again, Seb, Olympics, the architects of their own problems, because the poor set piece doesn't beat the first man, and suddenly you're on the back foot with a counter attack. Well done by Ryan White there. Really good play, positive play, forces that foul. And Olympic are breaking up that play for Adelaide United, but they need to be more than that. At 1-0 down.
Luke Duzel. Lovely ball for Bovalina. Cuts back.
Perfect pass through there, cutting open those spaces that Olympic allowed. Can't find anyone good by Bovalina, but yet another corner as the pressure keeps mounting for Olympic. And I'll tell you what, they wouldn't want to concede a second goal here, because if they continue with this play in the second half, Olympic would almost be fatal. A second goal.
Ball comes in. Oh, Ayubi was there. Headed only downwards. Duzel chasing. James Polly with the throw. Molas jumping a bit early, but still winning out. Binyam Kebede puts the ball in. Harris just getting it out of the way.
Wasn't a bad idea leaving the ball there, because it completely bamboozled the Adelaide United defence, but there was just no other blue shirt in the box to take advantage of it. So. But again, small positive signs for Olympic, looking like they might cause some chaos in that box. And that's why they need to put them under some duress, because that inexperience will show if that heat is turned up.
Madonna. Ayubi now making his way back onto the wing. Getting past Polly. The cutback. Taladera perhaps a bit too calm with the finish.
Yeah, just a bit too tame, and right at Tremonton, who launches a counter-attack. Short-lived.
Madonna back on the ball for United. Again, those balls looking the idea for Adelaide United tonight.
And you know, these balls are only attempted because the players are confident they're being given space. And when you're given space, you're going to try to make the most of it. And these players play for this team, Adelaide United, for a reason. If you give them too many chances, they'll eventually take them.
How Adelaide Olympic would love a goal before the half-time break. Not only the goal, but the points really needed for their fight to stay in the league. Molas against Madonna. White. Intercepted by Luic. Olympic will get the throw as well. Dazelle on the far side. Letting it go for the United throw.
Just not on the same page there. Said ball's played, no one's there to claim it.
Bovalina putting the ball in on his left foot. Stanisic dealing with it.
Really impressed this game with Ryan White, who's really growing into this role, into this starting lineup of Adelaide United. Really calm under pressure.
Giselle with the disguise pass for Ayubi. Bovalina. Good challenge. Poked away out of hope there, out of the defence, hoping that it just finds an Olympic teammate.
You see Olympic here are fighting to survive the half when it should be them fighting to find an equaliser, which Kamara will try here.
Lovely footwork from T-Boy.
Too often he's been like on an island by himself tonight. T-Boy Kamara is feeling very isolated for Olympic.
Duzelle. Duzelle turning. Still finding his way to keep the ball. Still with it. Luke Gazelle finally passing it off in the easiest way possible he could find. Madonna.
It took an interesting route to get there.
Ayubi has plenty of time on the ball. Taladera. Tremonton has to clear. Was under a lot of pressure there and just sort of had to concede the corner.
You can see Taladera tried to catch off Toriani there. Was able to recover Toriani, but didn't have many options there. Tremonton cleared out for a corner, and Luke Dazelle tried to punish Olympic, and this is the worst time to concede, isn't it? Got to stay strong here, Olympic.
Ball comes in. Cleared away. Nothing just seems to be falling right for Olympic at the moment. Possible handball shout in there. Bovalina on the left foot. Thought they might have had a shout for a handball there.
Referee's discretion now. How long he wants to play for injury time. But yeah, Olympic have a lot to reevaluate in the second half and come out a lot more direct.
Polly. The ball again just not being kind to Adelaide Olympic. As we hear the halftime whistle. As it stands 1-0 at the break, it will be to Adelaide United. Antonis, your summary of the first half.
Yeah, well, Adelaide's had it their way. From the start, they got their goal and they got even more confident there. Olympic hasn't done much trouble them. Olympic has been caught offside a few times. So, ball's in Olympic's court in the second half. If they want a point or 3 out of this, which they need, they've only got 1 win after 5 games, they need to come out with a bit more impetus to show that they want to attack, they want to trouble that young Adelaide United defence. Players like Binyam Kibidi and T-Boy Kamara need to link up a lot better, but the players behind them really need to make their life easier as well. So, yeah, Olympic needs to improve a lot in that second half is the short summary of it.
Very well put, and plenty more to come in this second half. Stay with us at the halftime break. The score is Adelaide Olympic 0, Adelaide United 1.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Goes top corner, Anderson in!
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! That's another one for my Bridget! It's Fabian Barbiero!
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
come. Now two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot. And the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal. The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the back foot. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
Good evening and welcome to Adelaide City Park for round 4 of the men's REA NPL South Australia. Tonight here between FK Beergrad and Adelaide City. With refereeing staff Lean Miller, Dion Turner and Paula Orlandi. I'm your commentator, Seb O'Neill, joined by David Grant. David, lovely to see you again for another week. It will be Craig Shearer to get us underway, fresh off that hat-trick in the Australia Cup. Had that game against Para Hills East, the amateur side, where he came into the starting 11 and trying to put the ball into the centre. Craig Shearer on the edge of the box. And I'll tell you what, he has a strike on him. Good ball for Bucco. Still working out for Beergrad. Just tight. Slowly building, yep.
That looks a lot more dangerous than it actually was. I think it looked like it was curling to the top corner.
Ball coming in.
Perfect spot, bad luck. Laurie Latanzio at the back, I think. Peter Acott makes his way off here in front of us. Obviously an injury. Good stop by Oxenham, and he's held it as well. Didn't just palm it aside, so that's confident goalkeeping, isn't it?
Delivered low, cleared away.
Yeah, I think it's Anthony Stromboli that's cleared that away for FK Beergrad, but nice piece of work by Nick Bucco down the left to get that cross in, building up on the left hand side into the penalty box.
Goal might come. But nothing heated as the ball over the top for Adelaide City. Touched on, could this be the one?
So frustrating.
FK Beergrad, Ivanic in the centre. Could this be the winner?
What a
brilliant save.
Oh, what a stop by Oxenham. What a save. Everybody hit the ball with the outside of your foot, see what happens.
Opportunity here. He's onside. Just has to finish. And he does so. Is that the winner? Coming from Jason Constantopoulos against his former side.
Honey, honey, honey. Money, money. Can't believe it.
It's Fergus Lynch with this one. Yeah. Then Battistella. Brisson!
Oh, what a stop. Kavanagh makes amends for his earlier slices, and what a stop. He's kept... I think Kavanagh had that covered. We have had a goal, we have had a few injuries, haven't we? But there it scores now.
Full time at Adelaide City Park, 1-0 the way of FK Beergrad, a hard-fought game and a hard-fought win for the away side.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all, filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches, with options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
And the future
future is orange for Strathmore. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Well, a late Lily Barber goal meant that NTC got the better of Salisbury in the round one rematch of last year's grand finalists. The teams, first for NTC, Mary Dalpiaz in goal. The back four is Nicola Krantis, Anastasia Simic, Hayley Wellington and Annalise Simpson. And Anastasia Willoughby for Flinders United. That's well taken, Wellington. Straight at Molino. Oh, Bayford's it's gone in. Oh, dear. It's a goal for Grayson Blishke. Just the absolute last type of goal you'd want to concede. Sorry, it was Nicholas. Now here's Hudson Turner. Oh, Molino had to have a couple of goes at that. Hudson Turner. That's good. Barber! Bit further out than Hudson Turner to Simic. Simic goes for goal. Whew. Molino had to parry in the end. Now, can Denton get onto this? Sarah Denton takes the shot and scores the goal! Sarah Denton equalises for Flinders United! What a fantastic strike! And what a way to bring your team level! She might fancy a shot from there. No, she plays it down. Now, opportunity for Vega. Another opportunity to get the ball in, though. Over the bar. Goal kick. Will it be taken? It's a good delivery. Barber! Great save, Molino. Go and it's now with Cardell. Wellington was in the way. Denton. And a chance. Oh, terrific save from Dalpiaz. That was a pretty good hit from Bethany Bill. In different directions. It's over Dalpiaz and it's been headed in! Flinders United are in the lead! But it's 2-1 here. Simic hits the bar! Bayford gets it away. Bayford again in the way. It's full time. Flinders United get an epic win here at Service FM Stadium. They've come from behind to beat NTC by 2-1. What a tremendous performance.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all, filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches, with options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
Welcome back to the second half of round 6 of the REA NPL South Australia between Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United Youth. And as the break goes, looks like there'll be a substitute as well. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion about this substitute. But nonetheless, at the halftime break, Adelaide United 1-0 up through Panache Madana.
And yeah, a lot of work for Olympic to do, but before they do that, they've got some figuring out to do on the bench. Like you said, there does seem to be some confusion about who's coming and who's going.
If anyone. Big discussion about this one.
So it looks like we are about to start. We don't know what the confusion was over. It looks like T-Boy Kamara has come off. I can't see him on the pitch.
There's only 10 on at the moment for Olympic.
So we had a confusion before the game as well, because we looked at the lineups and it looked like Marco Mahawanimana was starting, but in his position, Mamadi Kamara was starting. So I'm not sure if that's what sparked this confusion.
And it looks like Adelaide Olympic only have 10 on the pitch for this second half. I'm not sure what exactly is going on at the moment, but
it looks like we're kicking off with 10. I want to make sure we got the count right, but I've done it multiple times and it looks like 10. Yeah, there's 10 on the pitch for Olympic, and someone's just come out of the rooms and is running around. I feel like I'm commentating an action movie. You can see them running around the side, probably off camera for you, as Olympic kick off the second half. A goal down and a man down. Kind of love football,
I'm quite lost for words after what's been going on now.
Oscar Page just kicked the ball into Binyam Tavidi and nearly made a 1-0 in the most bizarre fashion. But all's well that ends well, as Mamadi Kamara looks ready to come back on.
Anyway, play resumes. Offside, however.
Another offside for Olympic. Our apologies if you're not sure exactly what's happening. We're not sure.
We're not sure either.
But it looks like Mamadi Kamara has rejoined the game, and Adelaide Olympic are back with 11 men. Officially back underway.
11 versus 11 once again, as it should be. Guess we just continue on there.
You think you've seen everything and then you see something new.
Giselle. So, I was going to say only the one change, but not even a change, to be honest. Nothing's happened at the halftime break when you think about it.
So there has been a change. It just never actually officially got shown to us. So Brian Habanamana has come on for T-Boy Kamara, is my understanding.
Right. Again, we apologise because we do not know what exactly has happened either.
I think everyone's slightly confused, but we are back underway, 11 against 11.
Bovalina on the edge of the box.
And just to reiterate, with our understanding, only one sub has officially gone through at the break, and that was T-Boy Kamara off for Adelaide Olympic, the number 7, for the number 8, Brian Habanamana. This, of course, has changed how Olympics attack is looking, with Mamadi Kamara moving up the field alongside Brian Habanamana. But yeah, we'll see how it develops as Olympic look to get a way back into this game.
Olympic now going from left to right in this half, and Adelaide United the opposite. Late challenge in there. Ball comes in.
Offside again, Seb, and I don't know about you, but I've lost count with all of the offsides. It's really hampering the way Olympic is going about this, because anything positive ends up with a flag up from the assistant. So yes, it looks like Habanamana has taken that T-Boy Kamara's position up front, and Mamadi Kamara is playing just behind Habanamana and Kavidi.
Molas. Another tough challenge from Cameron Harris going in. They'll win the free kick, Adelaide Olympic. A yellow card too for the debutant.
Yeah, and 3 minutes of the second half is not ideal for a fullback to be receiving that card on this senior debut. Will have to toe the line from here.
To be fair, Adelaide Olympic themselves have 2 yellow cards from that first half.
And both similar situations, those counter-attacks, so where they gave the ball away a bit too easily.
This free kick to be taken by James Polly, the Adelaide Olympic captain. Everyone for Adelaide Olympic in their attacking half. Ball comes in. De Cooley on the counter-attack, looking for Madana. That pass just not working out for Olympic that time around.
It will go out for a throw-in then, which is I guess a silver lining because they get to try and lock in United in that back half. But they do seem a bit more adventurous this half Olympic, and they do need that. They desperately need that.
All just pinballing about in the air for the time being. Shouts of handball from the Olympic bench, none heeded. Ryan White putting in the challenge there. Olympic still with it. RB Molas on the wing. Makes his way into the box. On the left foot, deflects off the back. Polly now with it. Decides to go all the way back and restart. Looking from range, easy for Oscar Page.
And I think Marveggio was fouled behind the play. Referee played the advantage. And Kamara's shot was saved by Page. And here's a counter-attack for United now.
Ducouli now. Will go out for the throw.
Luke Dizelle booked for his troubles. That foul behind play on Andrew Marveggio. And now we are 2 yellow cards aside.
So getting that yellow card retrospectively. Ducouli with the throw.
He'll leave it for his fullback.
They like messing with us, don't they? Putting the wrong players on the team sheet. Changing his taking the throws. Molas against Duzel. Kibede. Bovalina. Ball through the centre. Ayubi, now Madana. Harris. Ducouli. Olympic looking a lot better slowly in this first half. Kibede. Throw in.
And again, it hasn't led to anything major yet, but they are making our backline work of Adelaide United.
Molas will win the corner.
And I'm surprised that throw wasn't given to Mamadi Kamara. I understand he's not playing fullback this half, and it's a fullback that usually takes him, but had a couple of long throws on our far side in the first half that did trouble the young Reds, but corner nonetheless, which Polly will take in swinging with his left foot.
Can Olympic get something from this one? Polly on the corner, delivers in. Only reaches on the edge of the box, a bouncing shot. Nothing too threatening.
And here's the danger for Olympic.
Well done to stop Panache Madana in his path. The pace he has is quite extraordinary at times, as displayed at NPL and even A-League level against seasoned veterans there.
And he's shown us today what he can do when he gets in those promising positions, as it looks like there's an Olympic player down at the back there who's getting some attention, so play is going to stop momentarily. But yeah, after an interesting start to the half, we have settled back into this, and Olympic will be hoping they can continue this positive start. James Polly was who was down, and see, it looks like the sub will be made next time the ball goes out of play. Polly's back on. It really looked like Olympic was about to bring Sean Henderson on, but he quickly got waved away, and Polly is back on, and that looked like a solid sprint there, Seb. So hopefully he's okay. We know he's missed some football this year, and you don't like to see anyone go down injured, so it's great to see Olympics captain back out there. He's playing a lot more advanced this half.
Bede. Polly looking in all right, Nick. Slowly building for that equaliser, Olympic.
See Kamara win that corner, I guess, in that advanced area. He did win the goal of the week last week against Modbury, completely wrong-footing the goalkeeper. We know what he can do in that final third, and I guess that's why we're seeing him up here in that second half, because Olympic does need some of that inspiration in the final third. But another corner for Olympic, that seems to be the popular spot for corners, as James Polly is about to load up another one.
Delivery to come in now. Falls to Marveggio. Putting the ball in. Not sure whether that was a shot or a cross, but not working out nonetheless.
I think Oscar Page
I think he cleared
it. Yeah, that Oscar Page throw split the two players and allowed, I think that was Rasko Luic to send it to those half-built apartments behind us over here.
2 roads behind, in fact.
In the housing estate, a solid clearance as play restarts.
Sure, we'll see that ball at the end of the game.
I think a new home buyer will claim a new home.
You've got to be careful getting one back there. You don't know on game days.
So our houses are very expensive these days. You get a little gift.
Page with it.
Kabiri not contesting that, because once again his teammates tried to pick him out in an offside position.
Stanisic just trying to fight Madana off the ball, only to concede the corner.
And yeah, behind the camera it looks like the ball's been claimed. And it's slowly making its way back so we can get all our match balls back, as Adelaide United's turn to take a corner in the opposite direction of Polly's short corner.
Giselle. Ball in on the left foot. Headed away by Toriani. Having to be desperately cleared back away.
And speaking of Toriani, Seb, a couple of weeks ago we were here. He scored that late goal. He thought it was a goal. It was offside. And Olympic went and conceded straight away. They do not want to be in the same position when they need to desperately find the goal that late again.
$15 minutes into the second half. 60 played overall. And as it stands, Adelaide United will be the ones climbing off the bottom of the table. Unless Olympic have something back to say about it. Goal kick, slowly getting better.
And Binyam Kavidi, with his hands on his head, he knew that delivery was exactly what he wanted, but just could not get the contact that he was after. Obviously, RB Mollis with that delivery. Those two have played together for Adelaide United back in their days when they were coming through the ranks. They have a good understanding of each other, and that's exactly what Olympic need. That connection between each other, that link, that understanding. Only takes one moment to change a game, because that goes in, suddenly the confidence changes, but as it stands, nothing's changed.
Free kick to Olympic. Molas. Bounces over. Benvenuto. Kebede. Blocked by the leg, I think, of Satiri Phyllis. Ball over the top for Kebede. Only has RB Molas as the option. Cleared away once again by Henry Lynch. Mount one heading out of the stadium too.
Yeah, on the other side this time.
Easier to get, I'd have to say.
Exactly. The battle in that corner.
Vinko Stanisic having gone down.
Yeah, referee's going to pause the play. Not sure what it was that forced him to go down, but hopefully he's alright to continue.
I think he might have just jumped and landed a bit awkwardly, looking back on it. Looks to be all right on his feet now. Ball forward with Madonna. Duzel. Cameron Harris has looked solid on his debut so far. It's an NPL debut.
Like you said, they've dealt with it well, the young players, but there are still about 25 minutes to play, and we saw against Campbelltown City, Olympic left the late, but they did come back, they did push to find that equaliser. And as I said a couple of weeks ago, the longer it remains 1-0, the more likely that danger is going to come. So while they're ahead, United will want to put this game to bed, because the longer Olympic stays within reach, the more likely it is that they're going to come back firing in the last minutes of the game.
Ball delivered in. And it's a goal for Giuseppe Bovalina. Just as we were talking about, a bit of something out of nothing.
Exactly, and we know how dangerous Giuseppe Bovalina is from set pieces. Cannot be allowed this space. But yeah, his return to the NPL, triumphant from a set piece, a goal. His last NPL game, I believe, was the grand final. But here we go. We're just talking about United putting the game to bed while they're ahead. And the captain must have heard us, because he's gone and made it too.
2-0 lead Adelaide United have now. And looking a big mountain to climb for Adelaide Olympic.
And this is a big crossroads in the game, because Olympic can go in the shells and feel sorry for themselves, or they can come out and really attack their opponents and look to pull this back. It can go one or two ways now.
Molas. Kebede looked to be one of their more promising players this half. Ball deflecting. Going long. RB Molas. Big challenge in there in the corner for Adelaide Olympic.
No, they just need a moment to inspire them. And set pieces are great for that, but you need to make the most of it. And both sides have had a lot of set pieces. We've only seen one converted successfully. United just before. Can Olympic pull one back here?
Ball comes in, they need the equaliser. And it's gone in. We had to wait a second. I said the equaliser. I got a bit confused there in general, but Olympic get one back.
Yeah, they get one back, and we said set pieces can give you the moment. Olympics got the moment, and now momentum swings. Can Olympic, from going for it now without doing much, hit United back here?
We're a bit of a mess tonight.
Yeah,
that's honest.
I think everything's been a bit of a mess, but Binyam Kebede was the one that get the final touch on that, if my eyes are not deceiving me, because they have a couple of times tonight. But yeah,
not just your eyes.
Yeah. So yeah, Kebede gets one back, but before we restart, Henry Lynch is going to be attended to, because he seems to be worse off after that set piece. But the important thing here for Olympic is they do have that goal back. Wouldn't this be frustrating for them now, though? Because after you score a goal, you just want to go back, get the ball, and keep attacking. But suddenly it stops again. He is back on his feet, Henry Lynch. Hobbling a little bit, but the physio has given a thumbs up back to the bench. So I'm assuming we're going to see him back on very soon.
Well, as Olympic did at the halftime break, Adelaide United will start with 10 from this kickoff.
This is a bit more of a normal reason, because I still can't explain what happened to start that half, as Dizelle very hopefully tries to go for a shot, but lands about 5-6 meters to the right of the goal, and Tremonton will start us again with a goal kick.
Henry Lynch making his way back onto the field with 20 minutes left in this one.
just the 4th goal of the season for Olympic. They've struggled with goals, but, you know, once you get one, they can keep coming.
Kibede unable to get past.
And really well done by Lynch there to hold on strong. As Ryan White will win the foul there from Brian Habanimana. Could have picked up a couple of fouls there. It was really swarmed by blue shirts.
And to be honest, I don't know what's going on tonight, Antonis. It seems that I think Ryan White has gone on without shin pads.
I can't see the moonset, but I'm very confident it's full tonight. It might be, my guess is blood. And you have to come out when that's the case.
Molas hoping to take advantage of United down to 10. He gets through initially. Olympic really battling now. Kabide. I mean, socks are quite short. I wouldn't blame myself for not thinking he's not wearing shin pads, but ref's happy enough. Ball over the top. Molas. Molas is in the box. Austin Ayubi committing the foul.
And I'll tell you what, Seb, over there, Cam Harris, very lucky that Avi Molas did not go down with that shirt ball because he is on the yellow card on starting debut. So has been very solid tonight, but really fortunate there. He's up against a very honest player in Avi Molas who seemed to have one red flag he was looking at, and that was the goals, not a foul. And a foul from Olympic now, another set piece to try to take advantage of.
A 4-man wall, I think, for Adelaide United.
I think as we saw it the other week against Campbelltown, Toriani over the ball.
The free kick. He does get a goal, to be fair, but it's not the one on the pitch.
No, really well placed in that goal behind the pitch, which you picked up very well. I didn't even see it there. But yeah, it's one of those nights. Many things are happening all over the place, and I can't explain about 3/4 of them.
Restarting with a goal kick.
But you know, with all this chaos, I've got really high hopes and expectations how this game's going to finish. I'm expecting something literally out of the ordinary. And fouled there, Rasko Luic fouls Yaya Dukuli.
Trying to get away from the referee as quickly as possible.
Yeah, there was a video game years and years ago where you can run away from the ref to avoid the yellow card. Unfortunately for Luic, this is real life, and he will get a booking. It's been a bit stop-start, literally right from the beginning, Seb, with how we started. A couple of injuries, players had to go off. This half hasn't really flowed whatsoever. The first half...
Has anything flowed tonight, Antonis?
You know, Adelaide United was playing their way in the first half. They were moving the ball around well. Didn't get full reward for what they were doing, but it was going their way. But this half has felt constantly stop-start and chaotic, but it seems to be the norm tonight. And with the Curly going down, it's really important to remember that Adelaide United is sporting a very, very thin bench tonight. Outfield players only being John Pombembe, Jake Porter, Joey Garuccio, Riley Stam. So Ethan Andrew will want to be very selective with when and how he uses his subs. But good to see the Curly remain on.
Ball to come in.
And he's back on it now.
Duzel puts the ball back into midfield with Ryan White. Ducouli has Taladir as a close option. Corner for Adelaide United.
And you could see he was keen to drive at Luich after getting him booked in the last play, but help arrived very quickly from Toriani there to give away yet another corner. Throw it, shall I say.
Thought it was a corner too, to be fair.
Yeah, it's in that specific corner that we've got like camera person plus a grandstand in our way, so it's not always the easiest one to look at as United reclaim the ball. Olympics out here.
Makes his way through, puts the ball out onto the wing. This is looking good for Adelaide Olympic. Olympic corner, courtesy of Satiri Phyllis.
Solid defending there, because there were a few Olympic bodies starting to flood that box, so the ball could not be cut back there if United wanted to remain ahead. But as you said, Olympic with another corner, and they're starting to mount up the pressure now.
Can they get another one from the corner? The header in.
Stanisic should be very disappointed there not to work Oscar Page in goals there. It reminds me of that moment with Satiri Phyllis had in the first half when he was left free. Both players unable to work the goalkeeper, and Oscar Page is receiving his hurry up warning, and he'll oblige. Playing short to Henry Lynch.
Wasn't really ready for the ball there, and Adelaide Olympic will get back underway very quickly through Kabede. Has Molas. Decides not to take him as an option. Referee's linesman should at least has called for a throw-in. Don't think it went out personally, but...
Oh, no one seems to be complaining, so we continue.
Ball comes in. Polly is there. Headers backwards. Benvenuto. Stanisic making his way up the pitch as the ball comes in. Only onto the top of the net.
It's a different Olympic side now. You can see even a central defender like Stanisic is keen to make his way forward to flood those bodies forward. And when you've got about 12 minutes of regular time left and you're 2-1 down, steering at only one win after 6 games, you do need to force the issue a little bit. Great header by Harris there, leading the Cooley forward, who will win the corner off Toriani.
Another corner delivery to come in for Adelaide United.
See the block there with Duzel and his in-swinger.
Ball comes in. Captured by Tremonton.
Can't pick out Molas there. And it's not the time to be gifting the ball back to Adelaide United.
Duzel. Ball comes through for IUB. Just couldn't get to it or the touch.
It's been solid in the middle, Duzel today, especially in the first half. Really dictated how this game was playing out, but his role slightly different now, looking to maintain this lead.
Olympic throw. 10 minutes left to get something out of this one. Another throw for Adelaide Olympic. Molas. Chested down, gets past Harris. Ball comes in, just needs to finish! It's James Pauly who gets the equaliser. And it's game on back here at Apex.
And that's what we kept saying in the first half, Seb, that if you challenge his backline, they aren't experienced enough to have some cracks. And the captain, James Pauly, finds himself in the back post, caps it home, but really well done by Arvin Mollis on the right there, because he's kept driving, really good individual play, finds his captain in the back post. After I think was an attempt at goal out from Abandimana, Pauly finds a goal. And we're 2-0 in this battle, and advantage Olympic really, because they've got the confidence, they've got the momentum now.
Adelaide United were 2-0 up. And now Olympic seeming to have all the momentum, unless Panache Madana can make something now. The cutback not smooth enough to get to anyone. Now Pauly, the now goal scorer, looking forward for Habonamana. Back with Page. Happy to play with the ball at his feet. Duzel. DeCooley. Harris with the ball over the top. He's completely free. There's only one at the back in Stanisic for Olympic. This is worrying for Adelaide Olympic. And an easy goal for Austin Ayubi, getting his first in Adelaide United colours.
And Seb, honestly, that's unbelievable how free they were there, Adelaide United. It was a really good play from Smith at the back with Duzel, but I just cannot believe how much space Olympic allowed United. I understand that 2-0 you want to get forward to find that winning goal, but you cannot just completely abdicate your defensive duties like that. It's quite unbelievable. And yes, back in front, Adelaide United. This game's completely rolled on its head these last few minutes.
Austin Ayubi, the former Metro star, getting his first goal for Adelaide United.
Real sucker punch. And completely takes all the air from the sails of Olympic, who now are left with more questions than answers with 7 minutes to go. At 3-2 down.
Austin Ayubi, who to be honest, in this second half has been largely quite quiet. Getting the third. Ayubi looking to get another one. All the way back with Tremonton. Launches forward. RB Molas will receive. Poor touch there. Recovered all right.
But again, Adelaide United were punished, I guess, from taking that more passive attitude after going 2-0 up. But you see their danger.
DeCooley. In space is Taladera.
Once again, sir, it's like the patterns repeating. As Olympic will go to their bench, it looks like a double change is about to be made. It's the final roll of the dice from Christy Vangeli, I assume. Benvenuto is one of the players that's going to be coming off.
Ball launched forward by Page. Gazelle trying to get his way through. Molas on the wing once again. Puts the ball in on the right foot. That substitute just coming on the ball now, Safari Majuku.
And alongside Martins Abasida, who has replaced Vinkler Stanisic at the back, I believe.
Abasida getting that header on. Playing amongst the back line with Mukuju in midfield, it looks. Poor giveaway. Kibede.
Olympic might have the numbers here too.
Still trying to find their way in.
It's the poor touch, completely threw that off for Olympic, and you can see how dejected they are. Slowly
Poor ball
making their
there.
way back.
Looking wide, think he might have been offside.
Yeah, he knew that as well, but had to try.
Just under 5 minutes left here between Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United. A game where it's had plenty of goals, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, I think it's because they've come so late, and we had a big part of the game where things just remained the same. It felt like for the majority of that first hour, it was United with a goal and trying to find a second, while Olympic was struggling to find their own. They found their feet in the second half, but as quick as they found their feet, the quicker they lost them. And we're back with a lead to Adelaide United. A one-goal lead that can change at any moment, sure. But 3 minutes to go, plus an injury time.
Molas putting the ball in. Just delaying the possible shot. And Adelaide United deal with it.
They just got, I know it's only a few minutes left, but they need to be careful about inviting that pressure on. We see how quick Olympic fought back to level the score. And that was with a 2-goal lead. We're talking about a single goal now, a single moment. Well, you know, big stakes here, because the loser of this has one win after 6 games.
Adelaide United have South Adelaide, Adelaide City, then Adelaide Comets coming up in their next 3 rounds, of course, not taking part in the Cup. Whereas Olympic have Croydon, Metro and Para Hills, as well as Adelaide City in the Cup to come as well away from home.
Doesn't get much easier, does it? Polly with a hopeful shot there. Not able to find the target, as Adelaide United seems ready to bring their subs on in Riley Stam.
You'd say the whole bench.
Yeah, basically. It's Riley Stam, Jake Porter and John Paul Mbembe by the looks of it. Joey Garuccio and Yorgos Kotsumbis still remain warming up.
Habonamana gets the flick over. Going out for the corner.
It'll be interesting if they do come on in the corner. We know coaches don't usually like new players being introduced, especially during defensive corners. But before we have any subs or any corners, it looks like Cameron Harris is going to require some attention. That might have been a head knock.
into additional time now.
We'll definitely have a little bit now because of a lot of the chaos that we've mentioned throughout these 45 minutes and the delays which are still going on right now as we speak.
They'll be making changes now. Adelaide United will be Austin Ayubi, Fabian Taladera.
He looks like might be Cameron Harris as well. That's coming off alongside. No, Cameron Harris will stay on. He was confused about that. It will be Yaya Dekuli that's coming off. It looks like Cameron Harris will see out the 90 minutes in his starting debut, senior debut in the NPL.
You could say he might be lucky to have done.
Yeah. No, I think only due to the honesty of Arby Molas. But yeah, defensive set piece, 3 changes. Let's see how it goes. There's a reason why it doesn't happen very often.
Olympic hoping to get another equaliser.
I think the delay was Cameron Harris had to go off for his knock.
Corner comes in. They'll get a second one.
With 11 men on the pitch now, Adelaide United regaining Cameron Harris.
Corner to come. Delivered in by Polly. Headed away. Ball into the box. Still with Olympic. Attempted hit at it. Olympic need to get something now. Adelaide United slowly getting numbers back. They've switched the ball across the pitch to Riley Stam. Last year's top goal scorer in State League 1. Getting his moments off the bench.
Referee's discretion now, but I dare say there are a couple of more minutes in this due to the goals, due to the stoppages that we've had in this first half.
Adelaide United happy to keep the ball in the corner, at least try to.
Oh, and they might break through, Seb.
Good save from Tremonton.
Don't know how Bopalina ended up there. No long delivery here. Corner flag time for United, well and truly. And the ball was out there, which Olympic will regain. And the referees realised his assistant's flag's been up this whole time. Yeah, Seb, our linesman near us on the halfway line's got his flag up for a throw-in. Referee called a foul, but the throw-in will proceed because the linesman had noticed that the referee's attention was just brought to that. So Olympic get a reprieve and maybe one more attack in this game.
Olympic need it. They want it. And they want a goal from it. Ball launched high into the air. Olympic keep possession.
Very overzealous there, Jake Porter, with his defensive duties. That's why he's been brought on, but gets a yellow card for his troubles.
Almost rugby tackling him.
That's right, no hard feelings between the two.
Olympic
And you can see
pretty much saying all or nothing.
Martin's Apasitas going up. High line by United.
The player they have furthest back is the one taking the free kick. They also have very sneakily brought the free kick just slightly forward.
And they won't go long.
Just putting the ball into the box, hoping for something out of this.
I think it ended up being a goal kick, but I think the referee had his flag up for offside as well. But result stays the same. Oscar Page's ball, who restarts the play despite Satiri Phyllis being down. I don't think his defender will be thanking him for that. It could have turned very ugly there if Olympic got the ball. But Phyllis is back on his feet.
Polly. Kabede enters the box. White. Panache Madana.
Foul behind the ball, which the referees called it back for. I think could have played the advantage there, the referee, but I don't think United mind either way. It's another stoppage for them. It's their ball. And we are well and truly in the 7th minute now of injury time. I dare say there's not much left in this. Looks for the corner flag there, Phyllis. Done well by Ryan White.
And we're happy to still try and make something out of it, but the corner, you would imagine they'll just try and keep it in there.
It's a good scenario for Adelaide United, and you can see they will not be committing many men forward onto this.
In fact, they won't be committing their time to taking the corner.
You can see there's actually, as we speak, there is no one in the box for Adelaide United as the full-time whistle goes.
That's full-time here between Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United. 3-2 winners are the away side for their second lot of 3 points for the season, and it was a big one, this one.
Much needed, Seb, on a bizarre night on multiple fronts, and I'm not going to lie, it has not felt like a 3-2 game, but we got a 3-2 game at the end of it. And yeah, the only thing I can say about Adelaide Olympic, they have not been big goal scorers this season. Entering this round, they only had 3 goals. Today they got 2, so they might not have the points, but hopefully they've rediscovered some of that attacking mojo that will lead them to hopefully some good results moving forward. But they are a side in need for some confidence and definitely some points. Adelaide United ends up getting away with the 3 points despite squandering a 2-goal lead. And yeah, much better second half by Olympic, but you can't argue that United was the better side for the majority of the day, so you can argue it's a fair result.
After what was a bit of a wild and confusing game of football at times, Adelaide United get away with the 3 points, and Olympic continue to stay bottom of the NPL table, and as the weeks go on, looking dangerously more closer to relegation.
Yeah, still early days, Sev, but it's not an ideal start for them, but I guess what you can say about them is they've had some practice in this. They haven't had the seasons been expecting the last few years, but at some stage in every season, they've found some inspiration to get them out of this. They're going to need this sooner rather than later. But yeah, with Adelaide United, it remains a case of let's find out who's in the lineup this week, because the A-League side dictates a lot of that as well. But they get the 3 points tonight.
Well, thank you, Antonis, for joining me on this night full of smells, thrills, confusion, and whatever else happened tonight, because I'm not quite sure what did.
We got 5 goals out of it, Seb, as well. It's easy to forget. But yeah, as you said, a lot went on.
Well, thank you for watching us here between Adelaide Olympic and Adelaide United. The full-time score here at Apex Football Stadium is Adelaide Olympic 2, Adelaide United 3.